Hi, my name is Samita Butler, and I am currently an LPN. An LPN stands for Licensed Practical Nurse. First question asks, please explain your current position. I just did. I'm an LPN. Question number two asks, how did you get to the point where you are now in your career? What's been your career journey, and how many years of experience do you have? I've been in the field of medical for the last 14 years. I started out in 2007 as a certified nursing assistant, which is a CNA. From there, I went on to become a medical assistant in 2010 after taking phlebotomy courses. And then 2012, I did the LPN program and graduated in 2014. What does a typical day look like for me at work? Because of the pandemic, I am not currently working. My last job at CVS, I would assist the nurse practitioners with doing examinations. I would give vaccinations. I would do height, weight, blood pressure, which are vital signs. I would make appointments as well as follow up with patients in their appointments. A school nurse I was right before that. We were similar things, doing similar things. I would do vital signs. I would do physicals on the students. I would make sure that all of their records were up to date, as some of you may know, because you need to turn in things to your nurse or you would have to be examined by them. Next question asks me, how did you decide what career field you wanted to go into? Honestly, I am not sure. I thought I was going to be a lawyer, and then I kind of just fell into it. Like I said, I did phlebotomy back in 2010 when I went to Harcum, and then I ended up going to a technical trade school to do the practical nursing after medical assistant. So it kind of worked itself out. And I was always interested in science and biology, so it kind of came natural to me to get into the nursing field. Did you go to college? If yes, where did you attend? What did you study? What was your college experience like? Did you have to go to college for your career? And do you have any regrets about attending college? So, yes and no. I went to Harcum for the phlebotomy courses and the medical assistance in the LPN program. I went to Prism Career Institute, which is a technical program. For me, I am more of a person who likes things that are like fast paced. I work better in those environments. I thrive rather, excuse me, in those environments. So I went to a technical program and the experience was really good for me. I graduated with top honors. I was the president of my class, medical assistant, and the LPM program, as well as I was very involved. I made sure that I studied and stayed on top of things, and I ran study groups at my house. So it was really good for me. I enjoyed nursing school. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Is there anything you wish you knew before going into your career field? Do you have any tips for young people who have aspirations to work in your field? Hmm. I don't wish that I knew anything besides the importance of going into the nursing field, how valued we would be, how much we would be looked to for care from people, and what I would like to let anyone know who's interested in going to the nursing field is it's a very good field to go into, not just because it's lucrative, but because if you want to care for people, these are one of the ways to care for people. What do you think is cool about your job? What's your favorite thing about your job? Any job that I work for, whether it's school nursing, a long term care facility, a clinic, is that I get to interact with people. I love people. I love to take care of people. I love to make people smile, make them happy. So those are one of the coolest things it is about my job, and that I get to draw blood. I love to draw blood. What is the most challenging thing about your job? The most challenging thing is in some facilities, I don't have enough time with my patients. And I love to just make sure that everything is about them, because I do believe that nursing is a holistic mind, body, spirit. So I'm not always able to just sit with them and talk with them to make sure they're okay, because it's not enough time in the day and you may have so many patients. I try to double back and see them at least 2 to 3 times in a day, but sometimes that is even a lot. What skills are required to perform the task of your job? So it depends on where you work. Some clinicals, you have to know how to draw blood, give administration. I mean, give injections, administer injections. Whereas some jobs, you may have to start an IV, or change a wound dressing if someone has a ulcer, a pressure ulcer, which is like a sore on their bottom or on their arms or somewhere, like their elbows. And you have to just be knowledgeable about what it is that you're doing. You'll learn all that in nursing school anyway. They'll teach you what to do, how to do it, and what exactly there is to do. How do you use what you learned in school, elementary, middle, high, in your career? Besides science, not much, because nursing is based off of science. So, was there ever a time when you wanted to give up but you didn't? Yes. Several of times I tried to leave nursing just because of like the bedside of nursing became a lot for me. But once I changed fields, which I went into the clinical settings and then I went into school nursing, I kind of gained my joy back for it. But I didn't leave. I'm still in it. Not currently because of the pandemic, but I'm still in the nursing field. What was your first job? What part time jobs, internships, or extracurricular activities would be best prepared to prepare a young person for your career field? My first job was with an agency, and I was doing home care for the agency. Um, Part time jobs and internships. So I would suggest that you guys try to volunteer with a community center or get a part time job at a long term care facility just to get the ins and outs of what it would be like, as far as the medical field or the nursing field, rather. What kind of position and salary could someone expect to find when starting out in your field? Also, what opportunities exist for advancement and higher pay? So, what kind of salary you can expect? When I graduated, I made about $30 an hour coming out of LPN school. New, but because I was fresh with my clinical skills, I was able to land that job. And agencies tend to pay more just because you're doing more. Like I said, you may be doing trachs, vents, colostomy care, NG tubes, G tubes. You just do a lot. And I'm sure there's other nurses that may come on and say the thing or even more. Um, what opportunity exists for advancement and higher pay? So after LPN, you can go for your RN. From your RN, you can do your BSN. From your BSN, you can do your MSN. From your MSN, you can go on to which you can specialize in a nurse practitioner, or get a DNP, which is your doctorate's in nurse practitioner. You can open up med spas. You can do a plethora of things. There's many things that you can do. Nursing is a very rewarding career opportunity. So I wish everyone the best. Happy career day. And I wish that you guys will have the success that your hearts desires. Bye.